searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Don't stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. How long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast. My name is Zion, and today we are going to have a lot to talk about what is coming on our next update. But before we start, if you are not already subscribed to YouTube or at the platform, leave your like, also your subscription, and of course, call your friends. In addition, here with me today we have our SCMs. Nato,
Hello, guys. Welcome to another podcast here in Kakele. It's me, Nato. I am one of the pixel artists of the game, and it's a pleasure to be here again.
and Lefur.
Hello, guys. Welcome to our another podcast before they update with exciting news. And I hope you guys like what's coming to Kakel. And I'm very excited.
Yeah. Also, we have some guys following us here with the chat on Purple platform. Hello, Nanito Kirito. Hello, Mir. And also, hello, File Game. Also, Lepre. File Game is eating with you. Oh no, Lepre is there.
This guy loves me.
Okay, guys, now that we have made our introductions, and also give some little bit time to invite your friends, invite your guild members, and more, I would like to talk about one things I most like in Kakel, our camera mode. For those who don't know about our camera mode, it is a system that allows the SMs to broadcast and watch players in action during our live streams. Whatever is showing you hunting or trying to defeat a Togs boss or even attempting a hard quest, and as well is being able to take part and be seen in our live streams. You also get some rewards from it, like reputation coins for example. And of course, to take part and claim your reward, there are a few requirements, but both are quite simple. The first one that you need to enable the option to be broadcasted, and to find this option, simply log into the game, go to the settings, and look for the broadcast option. Also, the second thing to remember, to claim your reward, you need to be actively involved in some activity in-game for at least 10 minutes. For example, hunting, PvP, events, or something similar. So if you are chosen and are just sitting on the depot or at your house, we will move on to the next player so that everyone has a chance to take part. So, if you want to appear here on our live streams, want to show off your character, how do you play, where do you hunt, feel free to leave your in-game name here from the game, and we will stream you. And also, remember that camera mode is great for those who are new to Kakel because it's a way for players who are just starting out can see what's the most difficult or challenging content looks like without having to go and test properly and may and die keep dying. And what is more, through the camera mode, you can also see the items, see sets that the player is being streaming is wearing, and so many of you can always end up learning something new. So if you guys have some interest on participate here, we already have one from file game, then AAP. Okay, guys. Also, if you guys have some comments on our questions, feel free to ask us. We will read and answer, all right? Also, we have Integral 944. Be welcome. So, now for the first topic on our podcast. And now that we have already talked about our camera mode, I'd like to talk about something very nice that happened recently. And it was the anniversary of our beloved Kakel, who is now is in his fourth year. Also, and it's great to be able to say this because every day we can see Kakao evolving more and more, be in this community in terms of gameplay or graphics. When we stop to analyze how Kakao began and see the proportions that is taken on today, it's very satisfying. So, of course, we still want many more years to come and to celebrate 10, 15, 20 years of Kakel because our goal with Kakel is always strive for the best and become a reference for the others. And of course of the celebration, Kakele also had a teammate event anniversary. So in which we saw the SCMs invading the servers in Kakelion and making some different roleplay for everyone. So I wanted to ask to everyone who's watching us, would hope you defeated the SCMs, got the slice of cake, or even got the add-on? Also, have you noticed their phrase that they say? What did you think? Write on the comments, please. And of course, as this is the first anniversary version of the event, we will bring in you more news as the years go by. So don't miss this kind of event since like those kind of items will be only obtainable across these events. Since we was lacking from those kind of seasonal events, we already have like in that year Halloween, the first version of the map, DMAD event map from the Christmas. Now we already have the anniversary. So this is one of the things that we are going to improve even more across the times going on. Okay. Also, we have one comment here from Toxico. Uh, is going to have a new server. Actually, we aren't planning to create a new server. Maybe in the middle of the year or close to the end of the year. I'm not sure because this depends more on the amount of players that are playing and asking for it. For sure, as Kakal is growing, we want to make more servers across the many regions that we have around the world. So, like maybe one day more Asia servers or like more European, North America, South America as well. So this is one thing that we expect as long the times go by. But actually, no. Okay. Do you guys want to comment something? Nato, Lefeur?
I just want to say happy birthday to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking briefly about the past around the Kakel, since it's in his fourth year. When the game has started, it was just with two developers at the beginning, without any kind of SCMs or tutors or volunteers agents. Also, the graphics was really different from what it is today. Like we doesn't have many features that we you guys are adapted. Like we in that time from the beginning from Kakao, we doesn't have even like mining, blessings, mounts, pets, so whatever you guys can think. Kakela has improved across these years on every aspect. Since I was a player for a long time and turned on ACM, I can see clearly the big difference. Also, if you guys want to check those difference between the past versions of Kakel, it's easily find. You can find out just searching on the YouTube. You guys will see. And today we already have made great improvements not on the game at all, but as the staff itself from two developers. We already are on a team of 10 people. Also, Kakao was with one server. Today he has 10 servers. So the numbers are quite high. And actually, we have, if I remember well, around 10K active accounts across the servers. So we can
We
see,
are always evolving.
yeah, we always involving. It's quite normal. Some people go, some people come back. New players, old players. Like I think Kakao has already a solid community since we already know how to bring feedbacks, to bring improvements on talking with each other. Also, every aspect of from Kakel beside that. But it's great to see, and we expect more years to come. Better gameplay, better things to do, more systems, more everything you guys can imagine. So, hello, we have also Phenomenon. Kakel is the best game from Play Store. I spent many times playing. Yeah, thanks, Phenomenon. It's really good to see that kind of comments. This motivates us on doing our best, even if sometimes we couldn't answer some of you or given the necessary attention. We are always caring about to bring the best to the players, and we know it can't be perfect, but we are trying to aim at the best we can. All right. So let's go for our next topic. I think Nato is pretty hyped for this one.
Of
Nato.
course. And guys, now that we have commented on the Cacao anniversary event we had recently, now I'd like to comment on the next face-to-face event that Cacao will be attending. And that's right, another one. For those of you who have been following Cacao for a while, you already know that in previous years, Cacao has attended in a few person events. And this year will be no different. In a few months, Cacao will be participating in the Gamescom Latam event. And the Gamescom event, for those who don't know, it's one of the biggest gaming events on the planet, and it always brings a lot of news from the world of games. And we from Cacao will be there with our stand, presenting the game to new players, looking for new partnerships, and bringing new types of content, among many other things that happens at these events. And of course, for those who can, oh sorry, I am kind of sick. Um, just a second, I lost my sight. Mm, New players. Oh, Zion, can you help me real quick?
Yeah, sure.
I
Like
lost I
Nato was
lost my
saying,
track where I was.
don't worry.
Sorry.
The game is gone, even for those who don't know, it's one of the biggest gaming events from the planet, and always bring a lot of news from the world of the games.
Oh
And we,
right, I found. Thank you.
okay,
Sorry, guys. And of course, we always try to bring new types of content, among many other things that happened at these events. And of course, for those who can and wish to meet the staff in person, this is always a great opportunity. The event will take place at the end of June and will be held here in Brazil, in the city of São Paulo. But if you live far away and can't come in person, that's no problem. You can always follow us and all the news on our social networks. And I also want to remind you that we have plans to take Kakao to more events around the world. So stay tuned. Who knows? Maybe one day Kakao will be at an event near you.
yeah. Also, thanks for Nemesis for making a ride to us. Be welcome, guys. Feel free to leave your questions, asks what you guys want. And commenting on what Nato said, one thing that Kakels wants to be possible as the next years is being participating in this face-to-face event around the world. Actually, since we are still a small team, we cannot make make it right now, but like in the past year, our developers was on the event on North America, and for sure we want a lot. Maybe it's a dream from entire staff, like being on a Europe event or maybe in North America, Asia, or any kind of place that you guys can imagine, since we can meet each other, talk more freely around the topics that makes Kakao, make friendship for sure, also good moments, and sure we want to stay maintain you guys informed for those who cannot join us on this event, since we know it's kind of far from most of you who lives. But we are going to, I don't know, maybe do a podcast, I'm not sure, on the event, or making more quality, bringing more information around what's going on the event.
We can
So,
even make some vlogs during
yeah,
the event.
exactly. We have some nice ideas since we already got more adapted to those events. Like the team itself already has been mostly all the persons together on those events, and it's going to be our fourth or fifth event. I don't know. I'm not sure now, but it's always great because we already know how to bring more new players to Kakel. So we also count on you all who already know and play Kakel to teach them. some tips when you guys see some new players. We always want to be an embracing community. So that's it about our event on Gamescom, okay? Also, we have some comments here. Uh, Phenomenon. Keep up the great work. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Phenomenon. It's really nice. Uh,
Thank
that comment.
you.
We always want to improve that. So really, we appreciate it. And also follow us on our social medias. Okay, you will be getting a lot of info. Also, we sometimes we post some memes. So we have some fun times also. Uh, guys, talking about the next topic, now that we have talked about our next face-to-face event, I would like to remind everyone of a topic that is very interesting of you all, and that is about our Discord forum. As you know, over the last few months, we have been creating a few threads about some of those changes we intend to bring to Kakel. Whatever is improving some hunts or adjusting vocations, or even about the new system we want to bring on the next updates. And it's always good to remind everyone that if you want to make a suggestions for changes or any adjustments to hunts, improvements in any way, or even create something new for Kakao, we invite everyone to participate on our forum topics because this is a way we can always have a more filtered and detailed opinion of what we can improve. It's always worth remembering that just because uh, we are asking doesn't mean we will actually change, because changes and adjustments need time and well formed opinion so that we can be always close to the ideal as possible. And sometimes it can take a while for that to happen. So not least because our team is still relatively small and we are limited on the amount of improvements and changes we can make. Bear in mind that we need to test, see the changes so that we doesn't have to rethink and redo some changes. And I don't know, we have made some improvements and I don't know, maybe some nerf. So it's important to have that in mind. But if you have an opinion on something or disagree with something or agree with something, don't feel don't feel afraid, because we always want as many options as possible. The only thing we ask for everyone is to be always respectful to the other players' opinions, because it will be often as normal players do not agree. But this is a way we can filter your opinions better and bring more improvements to Kakel. Lefir, you recently also have created some photos, some threads on topics. What you can talk about the importance of commenting in our forums?
Well, all the changes that we do, we take the feedback there. And for example, Bruno opened a forum asking about if hunters should lose their immortal blocking ability. And guys, we take care about that, and we know that is how can I say a very
Delicate.
a delicate topic because we cannot change one class like that, and we are collecting feedback to do the best that we can and make the class better in PvA and PvP too. And all that we change, we post there. So take one eye on that, because like the change that we have in the past, like the golden buff, I opened a votation there, and you guys vote to disable the golden buff on PvP, and we did that. So it's very important to be there and comment your feedback, being agreeing or disagreeing. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's just too important to participate there.
Yeah. Also, don't worry if you guys doesn't like. I think, oh, someone gonna hate me or something like that. because we doesn't not do not allow this kind of comportment. We care for complete suggestions so that we can understand more. Because like we as CMs, we cannot play the game, so uh, we doesn't have the perfect fit on what you guys have feeling about what's going on Kakel, and some changes is only available when we got some kind of feedbacks. And also, if you agree with some changes, or it doesn't agree, or you know someone who doesn't follow our Discord and wants to share their opinion, we always incentivize to call them to express your opinions, suggestions. We know not all topics are quite easy to discuss. Things like the Lefur said, we have some delicate situations in which we always care on what we can do without making something totally what's not intended. So this is one thing that we always care and ask about our Discord forum. All right?
And something
Uh,
that you guys have to remember is that your feedback it's very important for the growth of the game. So you giving your feedback, your ideas, keeps the game experience getting better and better, and keeps the Kakao evolving for something even better each time. So thank you for feedback, and always talk to us, and always send your ideas, your disagreements or your agreements.
Yeah, also, if your suggestion doesn't has been made on our next update, don't be mad. Some changes just need more time or doesn't indeed need adjustments, because we want to make the game enjoyable for everyone in every aspect, since like for those who like to get some levels, or those who like to chill and farm some safe places, or and hunt for some vocations. We are always trying to bring this kind of content, but since we are kind of limited by team or quantity of on team, we still need some time to make all kind of adjustments. All right. No more comments. Let's go to our next topic. Let's talk about the patrons. It's something it's always important to mention, and that help us as lot. And for those who doesn't know who is patron, and just start following Kakel, uh, this patron system is where players who love the game and want to directly support Kakel's development can become patrons and receive exclusive rewards. We have two levels in the system: the Patron Gold and the Patron Bronze. As the Patron Bronze, you will receive some rewards, such as access to an exclusive channel on our Discord with a special role, where you can chat with other patrons and members from our team, as well our partners, and an early access to our test server, or when we are about to launch a new update, we are always launch before on test server, so you guys can check, see how the new is coming, what is changing, what is about to change or doesn't change. Uh, Also suggest ideas and provide feedback directly on from the game. Plus, if you are a collector, after being a bronze patron for 3 months, you will also receive an exclusive Kakele's mug. This collector's mug has an exclusive artwork and is updated regularly over time. And for those who want to know more about the benefits of a Patron Gold member, Patron Gold members receive all the rewards as the Bronze level 1, plus some additional gifts. In Patron Gold, not only do you get the access to the test server and the exclusive Discord role, but Patron Gold members are also the first ones to the access to the server before everyone else. So this is a nice opportunity to check first what's going on and what those changes are bringing. And also, they will receive some Kakelo coins, premium time, an exclusive decorative item after 6 months. So I don't know if you want to make something different. from your reference, personal reference, you can. Also, please note that this item is purely cosmetic and does not affect the gameplay in any way. But it's a way on having a little piece of yourself on the game. In addition, Patreon members will receive an exclusive in-game outfit after 12 months of support. I think some of you guys have already have saw the golden, the chromatic dragon outfit. It's one of the most beautiful that we have, and you guys can get it by our Patreon Gold. And in addition to the mug, they will also receive an exclusive collector's t-shirt, which changes them from each new version, as the mugs do. Now, if you are not too keen on collecting these collector items, like the t-shirt and the mug, don't worry, that's fine too. We have made two new versions of Patreon available on only through our Discord. In exchange for not receiving this mug and the t-shirt, you will receive a discount on the Patreon price. Remember that all the other benefits apply as normal, like the outfit, item, early access. So if you want to be closer to Kakel, be on top of everything that is coming up, as well receive some incredible rewards, be sure to check our Patreon page or on our Discord. So if you guys want to have something different, like I don't know, if you are a collector inside the game, want to have an exclusive item only made for you, and want to stay to know all the news that are coming, will feel free to check our webpage. Also, you guys can ask any kind of SMs. We can explain you all the details if you guys have some doubts. And also, for sure, we would like to say thanks for everyone who already is patron, even if you are bronze, gold, or the supporter one. We are always glad that you guys make this for us, because it's help us directly on the development from the game. So uh, once again, I would like to thank everyone from being part of this team. All right. So we have some comments here. Phenomenon. Will head cards have any special rewards for those who complete the album? Uh, Actually, the cards itself doesn't have any kind of bonuses on the gameplay that we have on the game today. Uh, but we want to make those cards be playable as a card game that we are going to talk sooner. So those cards will not change this heritage. Will keep, but I don't think this one will get any more like bonuses from aside from the achievements. For sure, this is a possibility since the card system has just beginning from development, and you guys will see some news that we are going to talk soon. All right, Nato,
All right,
I
let's go
think you
for
have
some good
work on
stuff.
it. Yeah, go ahead.
Now that we have talked a bit about our basic messages, I would like to come back to the topic of events. And who among you is taking part in the Valentine's Day event? And for those of you who don't know yet, our Valentine's Day event is currently taking place in Cacao with a totally different atmosphere for all the lovers, in which you can buy some unique items that can only be obtained during these events. And of course, we know that many of you also want to get married at Cacao, but we're still working on how we can make this a reality, how we can implement the system, and how we can make it, and of course, many other details. But of course, we're counting on suggestions from all of you, so that's why your feedbacks and ideas are so important because we do tests, right, Zion? We test so much stuff and we test so much so much stuff on the game development.
Yeah,
So keep sending your feedback, and I hope to see all of you on this event on the Valentine's Day.
yeah, exactly. It's important that we always say that we test a lot, but since we are a small team, we cannot test at all maximum scenarios. But sorry, but every aspect in the game we tried our best at testing. We also sometimes bring an external team to test it and give some feedbacks on from the basic part of the game, every kind of aspect that you guys can imagine. So we expect you guys enjoy this Valentine Days event for sure. Sorry guys, I'm kind of sick too. Also, we want to bring to Kakel the marriage, and when the players from Kakel can get married. We don't know if he is going to bring some bonuses, but we are working on this idea. I'm not sure if it would be possible to do on this update, but maybe in the next one we want to bring this more. Sorry guys, I'm really sick here today. Uh,
Don't worry, my dude.
yeah,
I'm sick too.
I've had to mute a bit because I was talking. Also, we have here Marcela Alban. Be welcome and hi. Feel free to ask some questions, interact with us. Don't worry. Okay, now I think this is a topic that I like, and also I think Lefir is going to comment a bit
I
right
like
after
to.
me. Now, an event that I'm sure many of you guys was waiting. It was the event for the fourth Dark Knight, Goranon. Who among of you went to try and take on this boss? I'm sure many of you guys are freaked by the strength of this boss, but since it's been a while, has Kakel has brought this challenges like this one, and of course, it's worth remembering that it's only the first attempt. And also, it is normal for people not to be able to defeat the Goranon, since they never have a chance or tested like for themselves against this boss. They already has the knowledge about his minions, but since the Goranon is a Fortnite, was a long-waited one, and also is one of the most powerful one on the fort. So it's going to be a really challenge. So I believe that in more time, different tactics and mechanics you guys will involve, and you guys will have the opportunity to overcome this challenge. Not least because the Goranon reminds me a lot of already have happened on the past with other big bosses that we have in the game. Like the first Golden Dragon, for example, I remember it was like 3 years ago, around that. And at the first attempt, we was truly smashed by the dragons, since even the warriors would be possible to like tank 3 black dragons, and in a space from 6 months, the players got way more stronger and powerful to maintain and keep this fight, and going to be possible to defeat this boss. And today we have like a small team who can defeat like in 5 6 members depending on their power. So this is one challenge that when we think about how it was before and the new challenge, this is quite normal since Gordon is a higher level boss. It won't be like so easy to beat it. Like there's a level recommendation, but you guys know that indeed to make a successful attempt would be good always be a little bit more prepared. Also, another great example that we had, it was the Ice King, in which took almost 2 years before any team managed to defeat this boss. So and also it was possible because we released some small tips on how to be possible be defeating, but the players got a long time to understand and do the right mechanic, and it's really nice to see every solstice the players going there and killing the Ice King, trying to loot the pickaxe, and it's quite cool to see. So don't be discouraged and don't be scared. We easily believe the players will have the new possibilities and better attempts to defeat the Goranon. Not least because we know that he carries a very powerful items with him. But what you guys about what do you guys think about this boss? We have seen most servers also have managed to get the key of the disaster. But now the question is, we will be able to solve this mystery. With what you guys have think? Lefir, do you want to comment something?
Well, I was very hyped to see this event. I was waiting like 3 hours ago, and I was in the camera mode just searching for things that was trying, organizing to battle with Goranon. And I was very hyped, and I was waiting that all the guys was not prepared because like was the first time in trying to defeat the Goranon. So you don't know the people don't know what was the power of him, what was the power that they needed to kill the Guranon. So we expect that the people in the next Guranon that we have in 6 months will have a better progress. I think the people will they will be able to take like 25% of the life or even kill the Goronon. I don't know. I really hyped to see again because it's very fun. I was looking the camera mode. I think Zion, Nato, the people here too,
Yeah.
because uh, was like in the beginning of the day, and we was sending message to another one saying, oh, today is the Goranon, let's see the players battle with him, and we also very hyped.
Yeah, including I was watching Lime, and after I was watching the Red server, it was a quite good attempt, but I think you guys will sooner or later. The players are smart. They always will figure
Yeah.
it out how to handle those kind of challenges.
I saw some people saying that they already know how to kill Goranon, but didn't have time to try again because it was like 60 seconds. And this time, for the first time, is a very low time because, like I said, you don't know the power, so you need to elaborate a new strategy there in the time that you are going to kill him. So it's a very complicated boss. It's remember me very well, Cheryl, from when we activated this last year. That the people don't know what they was doing, and they was trying only to survive in the room of Cheryl.
Mhm.
So it's quite similar.
Yeah, she was a quite good example on challenging boss, since in their first attempt they wasn't like lasting for 10 seconds or less, because Shirus was killing them all. But I remember, if not the second or the third attempt, they have managed to tank Shiru a lot of time, and I honestly has been impressed because it's a really tough boss. It's like a truly end game boss, and they was able already to manage and how to tank. For sure, doing damage, and like this requires more strategy and better knowledge of the boss. But it was really nice to see the evolving of this kind of gameplay when we saw the first time they try it and now. So I expect the same for Agoronon. I think Lefris expects the same.
Yeah, I expect the same because like this time they died at first, but in the Shuru in the third try, like you said, the people was tanking at the Shuru for like 40 minutes without dying. And the problem was the healing of Shuru, so I think the people will we will have a strategy to the next Goronão, and we'll be able to better chance to kill him now.
Yeah, my opinion is just a matter of time that the players will be able to deal with those challenges, and we will have to start to think out on new kind of challenges, for sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
and we have also the new necklace that will be implemented that will help a lot the knights to the warriors to tank
mhm.
the new bosses. So I really expect the people will kill soon. I don't know if this year. I think this year the people will kill some boss like Colossus or Cheryl or Granon,
Yeah,
some endgame boss, because they are very high level and they are getting the warlord's weapons and they are staying very powerful. So I really expect that.
yeah, exactly. We have some comments here from. Also, we have Blocador de Cobra. Hello, Blocador. Be welcome to our podcast. One comment from Deboni Casinha. Have you talked about reducing the price of the bestiary boost? This would cause more to be spent on purchasing it and would motivate players to complete more. Deboni, it's indeed good thinking on how we can improve. I'm not sure if reducing the prices, but maybe giving an improvement on the bestiary, since it's still quite a new system. We haven't made so much changes on itself because we was focused on other aspects of the game. But I don't know if you have good examples or more ideas in which way we can complement more the bestiary. It's always good. We already have received some suggestions about new type of filters, new type of I don't know bonuses, uh, every kind of aspect, like I don't know, increase the drop rate. And what I can say, it's nothing. It's impossible. We just have to think in which way we can improve in the right way and that the players will enjoy. I know for sure the prices are going to be one of the important topics, but still, I would think to what we can improve and how we can improve. Also, Phenomenon has talked earlier. I joined the Valentine events, but I don't know exactly what to do with items and collecting. Phenomenon, one good tip I have to tell you is if you want to know what the use of those kind of items, you can search on our official webpage and search for the wiki. Their out items will be not all, but almost 9.9%. All items will be listed there, in and also some creatures, bosses, what they drop, and outfits, items. You guys can check and get complete information if you guys want from this way. And also, you guys like what Loza have said, you can see through the NPC on Nord or the outfit part. So we expect you guys enjoying. Also, we expect to making some improvements on every aspect of this. Okay. Let me see here. Say I have my more comments. Don't think is that's kind of bad for players that we have like 15 minutes of bosses after waiting over a half a year, and now we have to wait again for another half year to try. Not really because first of point, this is not a common boss that will be always be available. It's a challenge, so it's really a challenge. Like the Frost King himself has his proper timing to be possible to hunt. Moreover, it's you can also activate the event there to like hunting the empowered crystal dragons. And Goranon is like a different type of bosses for more focused on high levels. And he's a different aspect since he can bring powerful items near the warlord ones. And yes, for sure, if indeed was needed to change something or I don't know, just something we always do, but we think at this moment is quite good since uh, killing bosses it's only the main need of power. Like it isn't only level, isn't only status. The game already has his mechanics, and for sure going on already he have his mechanics. I think many of you guys have saw some videos on YouTube against him and saw some of their abilities. So it's more kind of strategy and not just real power itself, um, like Frostking was. So it's one thing that we can think about and try again the next time. I think for sure you guys will be able to do it. And also we have some comments here from the Bonnie. Maybe be able to pause the benefit give it up a complexion because there are some mobs that can be completed at some time in a single hunt. But by doing so, you can reduce. Let's see here. Let's go. To reduce the benefit without actually use it. Yeah, if you have time for a proper detailed opinion, would be good. We are always looking for more active topics on our forum. Even if we properly doesn't answer instantly, we have me, Lefur, Nano, the other SMs that are always watching and commenting. Doctor also comments sometimes. So it's good because here we cannot. um register all the ideas, and we prefer to work on this way. So send us there. Also, if you have finished it on creating topic, you can mark us so we can check it out and discuss further with more details. Okay, let's go for our next topic. Guys, now that we have commented about the Gorano event, I'd like to briefly mention our other social media platforms. They are a means for those who would like to stay to know, updated on all events in our Kakele world. We have accounts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Also, Purple Platform, YouTube, where you can follow the news and the way you prefer. And like we said, if you have some suggestions about game improvements, or if you have found a bug or don't know where to report it, Discord is where the most of the community gathers. There we have a forum that you guys can comment, suggest new ideas, especially now since we are always bringing new topics to all. So be there and check. And also, if you guys want to stay to know about the community itself, also follow us our partners to be able to give them an help since they bring more content to Kakel. They make tutorials, make every type of videos, PvP. You guys can check every kind of content like that if you guys prefer. Also here on the Purple platform. Also, we have some Twitch drops, the Purple platform drops. In that way, you guys can receive some small rewards just by watching us, like on our podcast. So you guys can check there and follow us on our social media. Also, asking again, leave your like if you are from the YouTube. Also, follow us if you are from the Purple platform. If you haven't followed our other social medias, follow us and give us a feedback that you guys have felt about it. It's always important. Guys, let's see if we will have some comments here. Uh, Pillusion, why was there no Frost King on Green server during the last solstice? We didn't get any feedback from you after reporting the bug. Pillusion, the main reason it's because it wasn't bugged. Something has killed before you guys. When it means on the bosses, guys, we must be alert because it's has possibility, and also we have checked with the developers, me and Free Proper itself, have checked with the developers, and they have saw the boss has been killed normally. So this is one reason that the boss haven't spawned. All right. Uh, Next topic. I think Lepe will also comment with me what he thinks about this one.
Yeah.
Uh, Now that we have passed on another of our messages, I would like to comment on something that has been generating a lot of hype in the community. And that both and the other SMs are very much looking forward to bringing in the next update, in which is the PvP World War. As you guys know, last month we created a thread about what we intend to bring with this new system, and thanks to feedbacks from the many players, we already have managed to set a goal for our new system. Of course, when this new system is on the test server, I would like to ask everyone who can test it as much as possible so that we can fix some minor errors or bugs, adjust others, and bring you a refined system that you guys can enjoy freely. Because we know that with this new system, we will have new possibilities like invading enemy servers, trying to take on the bosses of these locations, as well as many other things. Of course, it also is worth remembering that when invading servers, players will have to take a look into account things like lag, for example. So if you are playing from, I don't know, South America and deserves to play on invasion on Asia server, you guys can may not see a bit of lag, but the same applies in the inverse from like the Asia from South America.
Just one
But
comment that we are working on that to don't have lag, so it will not be like today that you have a lag if you play in a server that is not from your country. So it will be easier to play there because we are doing some things for developers. So I really expect that we will not have so many lag, so much lag.
yeah, I cannot say we will be completely free since from different origins, but one day we will achieve that, I'm sure, because we care as much about the connection from the players. Like we know the importance of having a good connection between the servers. So this is one thing that we aim to focus. Also, remembering guys that if you are wanting to join an invasion, you guys will have a yellow process wars, like the conqueror status, in which way you guys can be attacked. If like on optional servers, someone opens a school and start attacking, and also the PvP as well applies the same rules from the PvP world. And also, it's really important to call all the community on this topic when we launch the test server, since it involves the entire community in all servers. It's not like a common update in like different systems in which we bring, but since you guys have a large amount of numbers, you guys can try a lot, different perspectives. Always try to find the maximum way in which can we can bring something fun in which for those who want bringing the PvP, the war itself, have some more goals to achieve, and also when you guys conquer a server war PvP, you guys will receive a bonus, the boost. So also we have our topic on the Discord. You guys can check there. We're still gathering more information, more suggestions because it's a great topic that we want to filter at maximum and bring you guys one of the best systems that we have been creating. Okay. Let me see here more comments here. Okay, let's go on. When we start talk about graphics, I think Nato wants to talk. Nato,
Yes, of course. And we talked about a lot of stuff, but we didn't talk about the cards. And now that we have talked about early and the weighted PvP World War, another thing that we want to talk about now it's the cards. And as you know, Muttley has been developing the cards for Kakao for quite some time now, so that today we easily have over. Uh, sorry, Zion, can you help me with the number?
Over 50 different creature cards.
50 different creature cards that you can collect on the game. And of course, in addition to bringing these cards with each update, we've also thought about bringing in a unique battle system for them so that players can play against each other either to earn a reward or some kind of score. But however, I believe that after this next update, we will be able to implement this new system for you. And who knows, maybe we'll have a ranking of the best scores in the battles. And of course, if you have any suggestions on how you envision this and want to bring it to Kakao, use our forum so we can take a look at our suggestions. Uh, myself, I am very, very excited to see the cards working as a working game inside the game. So
Hmm.
I'm pretty hyped for all of this.
Yeah, also, if you guys have been following Kakala from some time, you guys can check how improving the Mutley has been on the design of these cards. Since I have a lot of cards that I like so much, like uh, the first Bandit, it's one of the I most like, and like we have the card from Dragoon and Dragon Bosses, we have new types of cards, and also it's always good to talk on this system since we have people collecting. I think we have someone that we are already next to complete those 50 cards, and it's incredible because they are not so easy to get them since we have like players focused on that, and like they sometimes they have luck and drop from 100 creatures after killing them, or I don't know, we have some other type of players that is played more than 5,000 and haven't gotten. And since the cards is hard, they bring some different kind of collection from the player itself, a different thing to do aside from the card system. And when we bring this card system, I think it's one of the most enjoyable things that we can do aside what you do today. It's not a necessity, you are not obligated on participating, but it's a different type of gameplay that we had to have on our Kakao since it's a pure MMORPG, and for sure, as the game goings grow big, we want to bring more different systems. So we already have plans on in the future bringing a better type of mining, like gathering system, like we have on sandboxes games.
Fishing.
Exactly, fishing. I don't know, maybe some furnishing. It's all possibilities that we want, and for sure, I think if we have like a larger team with I don't know, 30 members, would be nice to bring those kind of aspects really more faster. But we are always trying to bring more kind of aspects since it's a quite challenge here. We barely finished one update and we already are working on on another, and this is quite important. And also, the card system is one thing that we are developing with so much care. I think you guys will like what is starting to coming out from the next update, but expect great things on the battle card system. We want to bring this system so totally nice for you all. Okay, guys, talking about one thing that we usually have been commenting, and of course, in addition to the all the new features that we always bring with each update, we couldn't fail to mention that we are, in the meantime, we are always looking for feedback from the community in which term hunting grounds. Uh, as you guys saw in the last update, we have been making some improvements in order to make these places more attractive and with more options for you all to hunt on. It's worth remembering that it's not every piece of feedback we receive that we implement those changes, but because there's always a need to study scenarios that will impact. So that we don't want to improve a place, then just adjust again in the next update because it was too much of OP. So one thing that you guys have not said had some minor changes that we have made it not just for a hunting ground, but even for difficult quests from lower levels. And this is a quite important topic that we always trying to bring because we know the necessity of many players to like experiencing new type of places, hunting in different places with different types of sets, like from different type of loot, items, I don't know, maybe resources, or those kind of environment. In the last update, we started to bring these more accurate changes. Like we already have made some minor changes on the Cyclops, in which the players haven't going too much, and now they are started to make this hunt and starting to make this a viable option. Like in the even more before one was the Elf Guardian, and today it's one of the most used, like Kaijin's Hunt. We know that many of you guys ask us many of times for hunting high level places for like Kajin or even more higher. But we are trying to adjust first the lack that we have on the past levels from this. And since we have some players that always stick to the same places from leveling. This reason also, when we change those kind of places like Cyclops, Pyrogyro, Chromatic Dragons, we want for sure isn't the best place for like higher level, but from the mid level teams, from the starting to get high level teams, still a quite good option since I don't know, maybe you guys spend less on hunts, has more two hunting places to do this experience, or even farming, or even trying a different boss. And like example for the bosses, we have like on the past update made some changes on the Pitos quest, in which way has become way more easier to the players complete this quest since was needed 5 players all the time pulling 7 levers until you guys walked all the thrones, and so you can finally have the access to the Pitos throne, and you was indeed needed to wait for his respawn, or you're going to redo all the levers again. So also we have some minor adjustment in few requests like negotiation with dwarves, routes to Castlevania. This every aspect of the game we want to improve, and this involves even from low level, mid level, and high level, and even for the top level. We always want to bring. But one thing is we want to ask is that we are trying to bring those kind of of contents more common and with better places to hunt, as you guys can experience. Okay. Nato, can we go for our last topic from today?
This is the special moment that we have been waiting for. And now, guys, that we are beginning to reach the end of this podcast, I know, I'm sad too. I would like to talk, of course, about our new content to come. And as you know, Kakel will now be exploring the mysterious sands of Solterra. And can you imagine what secrets these sands hide? And what we can say is that this new content is coming. It's content that I was very proud to see being made. It has a lot of new details, new mechanics, and have a great focus on the mechanics. They are super exciting, and this new lore that it's totally rich in details for those who like it, and of course, new hunts, new mounts, new pets, quests, and side quests. And of course, there are always some people who are worried about the length of the content. Since St. Marty had some people who solved it really fast. But what I can tell you is that you might be able to do the main quest, but I doubt the entirety of the content because the content we're bringing to you this time is taught on a different way. So I hope you all enjoy it. But of course, I can also tell you that setting of this place it's incredible. The game art guys, which is me and Doctor, and of course Muttley, we did a great job bringing a lot of these details and completely new and unique sprites, as well as other new things to come that I can't talk about now, but we will keep them under wraps for now, just for now.
Yeah. One thing that I always been impressed with the department of game art, like Nato, Doctor, and Mudley, is that each update we aim on a new, different biome on Kakel, and it's really nice to see from even from the start of the creating the idea until the finish of this idea because they put their heart on it. I can say that because I have already saw Soterra, and it's really nice to see that desert biome on Kakel. We already have deserts before, but small ones with not so many things to do. And like in the past updates, we already have bring different biomes. Like underwater one was one really different in which way it was needed to bring to Kakel. And for sure, desert has some need to be explored. Honestly, I expect you guys enjoy. For sure, we'll be have some people asking and wondering about the level of this content or the difficulty of this content. And about the main content, like we always bring, is how completable part in which you guys can go easier and solve those mysteries. Isn't so hard, so intended to be hard, but like we have those parts of for low levels, for mid levels, and for the high levels. And in difference from this kind of content, it's because we are bringing not only the main content, but more different things to you guys too on this part of new content that is coming. So I expect you guys will like take from one update to another to solve all the mysteries or even those or even more time since we are bringing different types of content for you all. And it wasn't one of questions and need that the community have asked about. And every update we try to bring a more accurate based opinion from the community on what they want, and also with new kind of different things to do with new kind of perspectives. And what I can say it's the Soterra will be really nice. New types of sprites, like I said, new kind of creatures, new kind of mounts, pets, one great lore, a different kind of content. Well, I cannot say too much more than that. Lefir, want to comment something about the new content? Are you hyped too?
Well, I'm very happy to be because these updates are coming with so many news that the people asked, like hunting grounds that we've talked in this podcast already, and like side quests for the high level players, new mounts, new pets, and a new history with so many puzzles. So I'm very hyped, and I think the community so too, because it's coming with so many news that they asked for. So I am very hyped.
Yeah, we invite everyone when this update comes. You guys get well prepared to explore the sands of Soterra because I think you guys will see new things on Kakel that you guys never have imagined, and it will be good to see your reactions. But guys, that was our last topic for our podcast today. Uh, once
No.
Once again, I would like to thank everyone who was watching us, even from the beginning. Also, this podcast will be stay recorded on the YouTube and also on the Purple platform. So, if you have a friend who have missed it and want to share the information about what is going to be on the next update, feel free to share. Also, if you have some questions, though, feel free to ask us, the SCMs. We always will be bringing you guys information to stay tuned about the new kind of contents, every aspects at all. And for now, I will pass the words for my partners here. Nato.
Well, guys, thank you very much for staying here with us this time again. I am very excited to see all of your reactions on this next update, not only because of Sotera, but of course all of the other systems that we are trying to implement in the game. And thank you very much, my guys. Ion, thank you, Doctor and Lefir, for being here with us too and helping this podcast being made. And keep suggesting, keep the feedback, and I hope you to see all of you in the next podcast.
Yeah. Lepur.
Well, guys, thank you for being here with us today. And I'm very hyped. I hope you guys are hyped too to Sotera. And well, see you in the next days in Discord, Instagram, or in the next podcast.
Yeah, so that's it, guys. Once again, if you haven't leave it your like, leave on YouTube. Also follow us on the Purple platform, and we see you all on the next podcast. So thanks everyone for coming, and see you the next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
We gon' burn it down, burn it down. We gon' burn it down, burn it down. I killed it, it's murder.